Sonic Speed Simulator. Officially endorsed by Sega themselves, Speed Sim is one of, if not the, most popular game on Roblox at the current moment. With a beloved IP like Sonic, weekly updates, a thriving player base, and the backing of Sega themselves, it's no wonder that it rose to the top of the Roblox platform. But, like many popular games on this site, it has massive problems. This video will focus on what I believe to be the biggest one, but do note that there are other huge issues with this game that I could not fit into this video. I might make a part 2 or something, but I probably won't. Now, I can already see your grubby little Cheeto-dusted fingers clacking away at your keyboard, so I gotta get this out of the way first. I understand that this game is a glorified billboard that Sega can use to advertise any Sonic-related pieces of media that they want. First it was the second Sonic movie, now it's Sonic Origins. However, since Sega doesn't want to admit that, I will be treating this game how Sega wants it to be treated. Like a game. Not a platform for basically free advertising, but a game to be played and enjoyed by Sonic fans. Oh, by the way, if I sound terrible in this video, it's because I'm yeah, speak of the devil. It's because I'm recovering from COVID. Now, what do I consider to be the main issue with Speed Sim? Well, it's the very bottom of the game's description. Weekly updates. This game has been getting weekly updates since, at the very least, April 30th. Now, the concept of weekly updates is not an issue in and of itself. I think it's fine to update the game whenever the developers want to update them. If that means weekly, then that means weekly. But I expect, at the very least, a decent amount of effort to be put into major updates, which, well, as you'll see, hasn't really been happening. Before we get started with this video essay, however, I have to do the YouTube-mandated selling out section. Since I am a small YouTuber, my relationship with the algorithm is most akin to a 13th century peasant asking for a slice of bread from a comically evil king. As such, if you want to be the Robin Hood and give this young peasant boy a slice of bread, then be sure to click the subscribe button and ring the bell. Also, 99.9% of you are not subscribed. This is not a joke. I did not Photoshop this. It's actually this bad. So, if you want to bump it down to something reasonable, then subscribe. Okay, that's enough shameless self-promotion. On with the video. Where better to start than at the beginning? Sonic Speed Simulator launched on March 30th, 2022. Originally, the game was a closed beta, as in you had to pay Robux to play. I can't be too sure about what it was like pre-public launch since I didn't play at the time, but I do know that by the end of the closed beta, both Sonic and Tails were available as playable characters, and the playable maps were Green Hill, Lost Valley, Emerald Hills, and the snow one that I'm forgetting the name of, and also you forgot the name of because it's boring. Over time, both Knuckles and a new zone, Hilltop, would be added. Things were looking good. The game had little to no glitches, the gameplay was addicting and perfectly captured the minds of the 8-year-old target audience, and things were generally looking up for the game. April 30th. A new update released for Speed Sim, which included the Sailor Tails skin. Yes, Tails in a bow tie and beanie was the next major update. It gets worse. This update set two precedents. First, it set the precedent of skins being the reward for these events. And second, it set those events as collectathons. Nearly every single update that followed was a scavenger hunt, in big quotes, that rewarded you with a skin. And when I say a precedent, I mean a blueprint. Want proof? Every single update from May 7th to June 11th was this. 6 updates in a row. 6 updates all fell into the same loop of character skins locked behind arbitrary collectathons. It wasn't even new spots for these collectathons. All these events were just copy and paste collectathons with different prizes, different models for the items you were collecting. 6 updates in a row of this. 6 weeks! More than a month! Yes, technically they were weekly updates, but the updates were all the same. So there were less of updates and more as weekly reskins in every sense of the word. They didn't add any content, it was just the same dead horse being beaten for 6 weeks straight. What made these collectathons worse was that they wouldn't even have the collectibles available at all times. Every 10 or so minutes, the gems or orbs or vibrators or whatever the collectible was would disappear, only to return 5 or so minutes later, for no reason. All this did was make collecting the skins take an unnecessary amount of time. It didn't add challenge, it didn't make you feel like you earned the skin more than you already did. All it did was infuriate and aggravate the player base. And by player base, I mean me. I don't think really anyone complained about this, but I did. There was a massive fall off in the number of players at this point. At one point, it was easily at 60k players, but nearing the end of Speed Sim Armageddon, it barely got over 20k. Now granted, that's still a lot of players, but not nearly as much as Speed Sim got in its peak. But then, oh baby, things going to change. On June 7th, Sonic Central happened. In it, they spent a solid chunk of time advertising Speed Sim and announced the Metal Sonic event. They promised that this would be unlike anything the community had seen previously. And, better yet, they announced a release date, June 11th, the following Saturday. Excited, the community waited for this day to come. And when it did, summer. It was a completely different event. Well, that was okay, I suppose. They probably just needed time to finish the event. I wonder what they put on in its place. Oh! Another collectathon? Of course they did. What's the prize? Oh, Post SCOTUS Amy? Of course it is. What? There's another prize? What is it? Sonic with sunglasses? Wait, didn't we already have Sonic with sunglasses? Oh, this time they're different sunglasses. Okay, sure, yeah, that makes sense. In all honesty, I can't be too mad at the summer events. At least they got rid of the collectibles, which this time were hot dogs, disappearing for no reason. But, small nitpick, what do you think of when you think of Sonic? Blue fur, gotta go fast, cocky, etc. But what about his favorite food? Easy, right? Chili dogs. He won't shut up about them in Sonic Forces terminal montage called Supersonic Super Chili Dogs. His favorite food is chili dogs. So then why the hell are these hot dogs? Wouldn't it make more sense for them to be chili dogs? Hashtag bring back the chili. Get that shit trending. But I digress. The point is, we were promised Metal Sonic, but there was no Metal Sonic. That is, until the following weekend, when we got Metal Sonic is finally here. Now, this was a great event. Probably my favorite event that Speed Sim has ever done. Love the idea, I love the track. What? Did that paragraph feel too short? Gee, I wonder why. This event was beaten in 20 minutes. Now, that might not sound jarring for most of you, but these previous events usually took an hour or more to complete. I'm guessing that they made the event so short so that they didn't get complaints from entitled mothers begging them to give little Timmy Metal Sonic because he was terrible at the video game. And if said little Timmy is watching this video, I want you to know that you suck and I hate you. This event was stupid easy. Like, so easy that it didn't even feel like a race. Metal Sonic was so slow and took the dumbest route I've ever seen near the end. Bro, you can fly. Why are you doing this? The other events were easy too, but I expected them to be easy to complete. I expect a hint of challenge from something titled Boss Event. I've raced against Metal Sonic like 50, maybe even 100 times, and I don't know what happens when you lose to him, because I've never lost to him. Even when I've tried to lose, I end up winning. Another small nitpick, this should not be called Metal Madness. This is Metal Madness. If you were fighting this, I wouldn't have an issue, but we're not. We're fighting the guy who gaslit me into thinking that he didn't have ears. All in all though, I'm happy that this event existed, probably the best update they've ever had. After Metal Madness ended, we more or less went back to the same old run and dance. Sonic's birthday happened, which allowed you to get Classic Sonic. God, Sonic Team will do anything to get Classic Sonic fans back, other than making an actually good Sonic game, huh? This event added some balloons to all the maps, extra sky rings that gave XP, and weird boxes that give out extra collectibles for whatever event was going on. Then there was the firework event? I guess this was the 4th of July event, but this happened before the 4th of July. And wait, this is just a recolor of the birthday event! The boxes, the balloons, everything is the same! But this event did add a cool sky obby, which was very easy and rewarded you with a trail that paired really nicely with Metal Sonic. So I'm not really mad. Next was the Mechanic Tales event, which had you playing the inbuilt obbies the game already had and then spinning lottery wheels. That event was pretty bad, honestly, but at least it was original. It can't possibly get any worse. What? This was entirely out of the blue. They did not hype this up at all. They just decided to redo Metal Madness. Ooh, but this time you can do Mach Madness, which is Metal Madness, but harder, I think. And it lets you get Metal Sonic Mach 3.0, a character from, let me check the wiki, Sonic Riders 2. Well, that was the only Sonic Riders game not to be dubbed by Snapcube, which is probably why I've never heard of it. Wait, who creates them? So in this event, you race off against Metal Sonic if he could say the N-word. Well, he can't speak, but if he could, then he could say the N-word. Not just because he's black, but because that's the only way to pronounce his creator's name. This is, by all accounts, just a copy and paste of the original Metal Madness event. Ooh, but this time there's balloons! Yes, they actively made the map uglier and worse and more brain dead just to make it more unique. This event really rubbed me the wrong way. Like, they took the best event ever, made it slightly worse, and then packaged it as a new event. This is like if you took the corpse of Abraham Lincoln, dumped some red paint on him, puppeted him around, and had him run for office under the name Lincoln Mach 2. Actually, no, I want to see that now, I take that back. All in all, this event was very disappointing. It was less fun than the first event, the requirements felt even cheesier, and it just felt soulless. What's next? Well, what isn't next is if the game shuts down, that's for damn sure. This place is a money printing machine. Every time an update ends, the skins of said event get put on the shop for like 1,000 Robux each. I don't know anyone who buys them this way, as it's a colossal waste of money, but they wouldn't be up if no one bought them, so I guess they still make money from it. In all seriousness, though, the next update is called Tails' Flight School, and it seems to be like it's going to be a good one. Judging by what we know, it seems like we'll be flying around the skies of Green Hill, completing some quests, fighting enemies, collecting items, I'm not sure. Probably the latter, though. This is Speed Sim after all, they love their collectathons. It at least seems like they're putting effort into this update, which is more than what I can say for the last few. And yeah, that's about it for the video. Now I've got to rush to edit this video before Tails' Flight School comes out. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios!